Like I said, fishing's just fun. There's just something about it that's fun. You never know what you're going to pull out, especially in the wasteland. You never know what you're going to pull out. Yeah.
I've not been able to do it yet because obviously I've been here. I think I heard someone pull out like a creepy doll head or something.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, if you're lucky, you can pull out a toothbrush. If you're lucky, you pull out a toothbrush. One should never neglect dental hygiene, even in the wasteland. If you get a toothbrush, consider that a blessing from the fishing gods.
So nice to meet you guys.
Very nice to meet you.
Clearly, you are the one who's in charge of naming patch notes. But could I get your names and what you do at with Fallout 76?
Sure. I'm Bill Lacoste. I'm the production director for Fallout 76.
I'm John Rush, creative director on Fallout 76.
Ooh, okay, cool. Two very important dads here.
So they tell us.
All
dads.
Sorry. Yeah. So I am a recent player of Fallout 76 because I got back into Fallout 4, and I was like, oh man, I'm actually really enjoying the settlement building and making my own house. And my friend was like, hey, you know what has that?
That's
I was
right.
like, oh, Fallout 76, so I've been playing it. How many years has it been out now?
In October, it'll be our 7th year, our 7th anniversary.
7?
Yeah.
Oh my God, how does that feel?
Great. I mean, mostly because, it doesn't really seem that long. And as we look through the roadmap and we look through the game as it is, there's just so much more to do. Like, we're not even close to being done, and so it's very surreal sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, you came out with Gone Fission. So, there's clearly more that needs to come out, or
Absolutely.
that is going to come out.
Absolutely.
So, what made you want to bring in fishing to this particular update?
Well, I mean, fishing's just fun. I mean, that's the most important thing, right? It's as players of the game ourselves, standing shoulder to shoulder with other players of the game, with you all out there. We know fishing's fun, and so we wanted to bring that in. We've talked about that for a while, and the timing seemed to line up with summer. I mean, summer and fishing, kind of a good summer activity. So here we go. We've had a few past updates that are more catered towards our in-game players, like with raids and legendary crafting, and even being able to turn into a ghoul at level 50. Summertime felt like, in a relative sense, a relaxing sort of activity folks can do in the game until later this year when we really pull out the big guns. So yeah, but you don't want to talk about that though, I'm sure here. No interest in big things.
No. Yeah. I got the rite of passage kind of done to me because I was streaming it and someone came and was like, hey, how long have you been playing? I was like, oh, just a couple of hours. I'm like, and they dropped the nuke on my head.
Yeah. Oh no.
I get that a lot.
And I didn't know that you could move it, right?
Yeah. I get that a lot too. Yeah, I know how that feels.
The repairing's not bad, which is great.
Yeah.
So and generally the community has been amazing. Everyone is so receptive to new players.
Yep.
Even when streaming, everyone they stream snipe you so they can give you stuff, which is so funny.
Right.
How does it feel to have cultivated such a positive community when usually some games like this, it can go very much the other way?
It feels great. I mean, before we came out, before we launched, we were all dead set on, it's the wasteland. People are going to want to kill one another. Let's let them kill each other. And the game comes out and people are helping each other. They're showing each other their builds. They're adventuring together. Completely the opposite of what we had anticipated. And so, the last almost 7 years have been us becoming better acquainted with our players out there and what they're looking for in this type of game. And so it's been a big learning experience for us along the way.
Do you guys feel like you keep learning things even after 7 years of this game being out?
Yeah, I mean, every time we release a new patch, we learn something new about our players, and a lot of it is, they have a lot of ideas, they have a lot of suggestions, they have a lot of features they would love to see, and we take all that into account. We read that stuff. We're always on Discord. I'm always on Discord, saying hi and good morning to people, and just letting them know that we're here and we're watching and we're looking, we're listening, and I think that they've taken a liking to that as well, because they like talking to us. They like hearing what we have to say sometimes about the game, and they like to know that we're real people and we're there listening and chatting with them. And so it's been great to really be part of this community as players. We're a lot of the things that we talk about in terms of our roadmap and things we want to do are things that we kind of want to do as players. Both John and I have over 1,000 hours played just by ourselves in the game, and that was just on Steam, I think. So or he plays on Xbox, but just that whole experience of being able to kind of go out of the developer mindset and play as a player, and then take that back into the work is also really good. And knowing that lines up with what players also want to see has also been really helpful. So
have you gotten followed around in game because they recognized you?
John gets nuked a lot. His camp is usually pretty much a rad storm for the most part.
Sometimes, but most of the time I'll get invitations from other players on Xbox to go run nuke silos or do raids, or of course most recently go check out their fishing camps and go fishing with them, which is a lot of fun because I get to fish at their camps. I get to watch them pulling out big fish and congratulate them when they get something. It attracts more people to come fish with us. So it's been a great sort of social enrichment to the game. I think it gives people something to do, something else to do.
Yeah, so was fishing something that had been very heavily requested by the community?
I would say requested here and there, you know, but I wouldn't say a heavy request, but we knew that it would be well received, just because, like I said, fishing's just fun. There's just something about it that's fun. You never know what you're going to pull out, especially in the wasteland. You never know what you're going to pull out. Yeah.
I've not been able to do it yet because obviously I've been here.
Mm-hmm.
I think I heard someone pull out like a creepy doll head or something.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, if you're lucky, you can pull out a toothbrush. If you're lucky, you pull out a toothbrush. One should never neglect dental hygiene, even in the wasteland. If you get a toothbrush, consider that a blessing from the fishing gods. Yes.
I don't know if I would want to brush my teeth with something that was pulled out of the water.
Oh, it's fine. The radiation cleans it. It's fine. Yeah, it's okay. This is the science behind it all. Yes.
Okay, great. God. So 7 years is a really long time to continue a story as well, right? Usually with Fallouts, it's like, oh, we have one game, maybe 2 expansions or so. How has it been just trying to keep up with all of that and just keep up with all the lore and, you know, keep building out?
Yeah, I mean, luckily there's a lot of people who play the game internally that are very knowledgeable about the lore, and so especially with us being so early in the timeline, and even the show being later in the timeline, the other games later in the timeline, you know, it's nice to have people and all of us kind of think about, okay, does this make sense? Does this need to fit somewhere? And we've made it work in many cases. Yeah. So yeah.
Actually, yeah, speaking of the show, did you see a big influx of people after the show came out?
Yeah, a lot of folks came in. But the funny thing is that there were a lot of new players who came in, but also a ton of of older players who hadn't played since 2018, 2019, you know, after launch, who kind of fell off and went and played something else, came back. But they came back and they also stayed because they were like, wait, this game has completely changed in the past 5 years that I've not been playing it, and it's a lot of fun. So they brought their friends in, they're doing raids, they're doing camp stuff, you know, and they're exploring and then doing all the quest stuff that they missed originally. And so it's been really good to see.
Yeah, we love playing this game, you know, since day one, and have always believed in this game. So what was great was, so the folks that made the show, they love these games too, right? And so the story that they were telling through that show was so tonally in sync with what Fallout was that people that saw or experienced that story wanted more of it, right? So they could come to Fallout 76, Fallout 4, Fallout 3, and get more of that story. They come into 76, and it was kind of like the show sort of cast that light on the game, right? They come back and rediscover 76 and how much love and work has been poured into it over the years. It was great.
Yeah, I think this is probably the best looking Fallout, just because it's gorgeous. There's so many mountains and lots of greenery, which is really nice. So it's interesting because I played back when it first came out. Do you remember the Battle Royale Firestorm?
Yes.
That was launched with this one. Yeah, that's what I played, and I was like, it is a completely different experience now.
Yeah.
And it's like, I cannot imagine the amount of work that has gone into this, especially over 7 years, but you've cultivated so many fans. And like, okay, the amount of players that I've run into that have like level 5,000 something,
right?
It's ridiculous. Like, how long do you have to be playing to get to that level?
It's,
I don't know, 2,000, close to 2,000 hours. It's definitely over 1,000. I mean, I see players in there who saw the other day 13,000, you know, and they have been playing since launch pretty much every day, doing every event, doing Scorch Beast Queens all the time, doing all the raids all the time and expeditions all the time. So yeah, I mean, there's some really dedicated players with lots of hours in the game, and so we love seeing that. It's amazing to see. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's very nice because I'm like barely level 50. So I see these people just in big power armor suits coming up to me being like, present. And I'm just like, yes, okay, thank you.
Lots of stuff.
Yes.
It's so sweet. Like, I think it has been, I wasn't really sure about this game at first, and as soon as I started playing, honestly, it's the community that really kept me there. So it's like, I really want to congratulate you guys on cultivating such a positive community with so many great people. I did the Mothman event, and that was really fun.
Yes.
But I was very underleveled, so it was great. They would be like, okay, just get a hit in, and then we'll kill it.
Yep.
And I'm like, this is so nice. Like, having just a PvE MMO, like just this sort of RPG experience has been so great. And I can only imagine where it's going to go with fishing as well.
Yeah, it's been good. I think John said a little bit earlier, but the thing about fishing in the game is we didn't just drop fishing into the game. We didn't say like, hey, go find a couple of hot spots here and then you can go fish there and stuff. It's like, no. We want you to be able to build out your own fishing village, put weather stations up so you can affect the potential catch rate of radiated fish or glowing fish or some of the rare fish, and also do this socially, and people have really responded to that. And so the fact that the fishing game has basically just worked its way into all of the other loops that our players engage in, meaning even if you catch fish, you can turn them into fish bits, turn them into Linda Lee, and potentially get legendary rewards, which is what they're doing when they play events. So now they can scrap those, get those recipes that they may be missing, stuff like that. So just the fact that this works into all the different players and all the players who engage with this game is why we love this so much, because it's not just, hey, go catch some stuff in the water.
Yeah.
You know, it's all the systems kind of interact together, and it's great.
Yeah, clearly it's very complex. How long did it take to build this specific update?
Were we 8 months? 9 months?
Wow.
Yeah, about 9 months.
That's pretty good for that big of an update.
Yeah.
Is that generally the amount of time that it takes to put out a big update?
It depends on the update, yeah. So there's content that we've done that'll take a year and a half, so we have to start pretty early on it, and then content that'll take sometimes 6 months. And then, so yeah, it's a wide range, just depending on timeline and also a scope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so for other fellow new players out there, what are some of the must-see things in early levels?
Oh, public teams for sure. Join a public team, join a casual team, take advantage of that XP and multiplier that you're going to get from being on a team. Do events, do the main quests, like do all the things that you see kind of pop up on the map. And then also pay attention to the live calendar, because we have double XP weekends. So take advantage of that, engage in the season. So there's a ton of ways to get, rapidly spun up and get up to those levels where you can start taking on 3 stars and even 4 stars and join the raids. So yeah. Did you have anything?
Make sure to pay a visit to Deathclaw Island.
What? Where?
Oh, don't let the name scare you off. It's just an island. It's nice. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like I should build my vacation home there, or?
For sure. Yes. Yes.
Can you drop any hints to the 7th anniversary update that you guys might have coming?
You've got something, I think.
For the 7th anniversary of this?
No.
7 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Did we were talking? Yeah, it's been 7 years.
Oh, yeah, we've got plans for a 7th anniversary thing. Is that what? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, yeah.
Yeah.
You heard it here first, folks.
I love it.
I put him on the spot on purpose.
Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah, you really did. I have a feeling this is how the dynamic kind of goes.
It is. Like this is genuine. Like John and I cut on each other all the time. We enjoy working with each other.
You weren't mic'd, they couldn't hear any of that.
Oh.
So.
Yeah.
They can't. They're between.
So Gone Fission's out. And it's only going to get better, folks. We've got a huge megaton of an update coming at the end of this year, and all the details for that are going to come later. But I'm going to backtrack a little bit to fall. Coming up after Gone Fission, we've got a great patch aimed at our builders to give them more tools to build with, make it easier to build. It's going to be absolutely amazing. You don't want to miss it, so stick around.
Thank you. We're keeping the rug glitch thingy, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank God. Okay, I just figured that out, so I'm glad. Well, thank you so much.
Of course, no, it was great talking to you. And yeah, if you guys haven't jumped into 76 yet, please jump in. There's a lot of content there to play. So
Yeah. Please don't nuke me. Thank you.
Nuke John.
Yeah.
Actually fished.
They have been, yeah.
Yeah.
Why haven't you done
Yes, time to fish. Yeah, that's how we close this out.
Okay, how do we do this? I've never actually. Oh, this way. Okay. Oh, you just pull it. Okay. Okay. All right. Well.
That's the cheater
Okay.
way. That's
Don't
just,
mind
you
what
know.
I'm doing. Just don't let that distract you. It's
Where even is the? Okay. Let's see. Oh my God. I've never done this before, actually. Is this?
There you go. You got it.
Come here.
The update may be rough for her.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. Yeah.
Yay! Oh, we got
If you thought that was fun, check out fishing. And Fallout 76 Gone Fission live now, free for all 76 players.